Hello everybody, my name is Neetu Jain. I'd like to introduce my mentee Joon. She has surprised me with her tech savviness. This was my first year with Magic, and I thought I'll introduce my mentee to programming and STEM and all that. And then I realized that I realized how much the kids in this age are aware about what is going on in the world, and I was completely bowled over with her go-getter attitude. She has a lot of friends and families and instructors who feel the same way about her. And I would just let her talk about her project, Electorarium, and I'd like to welcome her to the stage.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joon. I'm in 7th grade, and I'm from San Jose. My mentor is Neetu Jain. She's currently a software engineer at IBM. She's worked in the industry for 10 years in companies such as HP, ST Microelectronics, and Intera Systems. She's passionate about using technology for good. I like the Magic program because it gave me the freedom to work on projects that I was interested in, and which includes both programming and circuits. Although Neetu and I had never met in person before today, we were able to communicate once a week via Google Hangout. Each week we discussed the progress of my project, and we collaborated together by discussing what I had finished prior to and what needed to be done in the future. Despite the distance, troubleshooting and talking to Neetu was not a problem. My project is called the Electorarium. It is an interactive electronic simulation of the wilderness. My inspiration for this project is Alan Rath, an artist who incorporates electronics into his works. He uses his electronic components to sculpt animals and their movements. I remember seeing one of his installations at a museum, and just like Mr. Rath, I wanted to bring nature and technology together in my project. My project is called the The Electorarium senses outside or foreign objects, mimics animal presence, and creates animal-like noises. When nothing is sensed, it imitates a thriving animal environment. But when something is sensed, the animals will pause or come to a halt as if they're trying to hide from whatever is near. Because whenever animals detect a threat, they pause to either fight or run away. In my peaceful habitat, there are no fights. For the main artistic pieces I used in this project, I used a glass bowl I got from a store and ceramic pieces which I made myself. The technical components I used were an Arduino Uno, a ping ultrasonic distance sensor, LED lights, and a piezo element. I used the ping ultrasonic distance sensor to sense distance between the installation and an object. The way the sensor works is it sends out a wave and times how long it takes to return to the sensor. The time is then interpreted into a distance in centimeters. When an object comes within 50 centimeters of the sensor, I programmed the Arduino to send out a low signal to the rest of the components. I used the LEDs to light up the installation and to suggest the presence of bioluminescent animals. To make the simulation feel more lifelike, I programmed the lights to flicker on and off to simulate the rhythm of a heartbeat. I used the piezo element to make the animal-like sounds. To make a variety of different tones, I used the pulse width modulation feature on an Arduino. In my code, I made two functions, one to pick a random note and one to determine a random duration to play the note. The piezo element would then play different notes for different durations as chosen by the two functions. I chose to make the notes random because things in nature tend to not be hard-coded. This is a picture of my circuit. because the majority of my components are buried inside of the terrarium, so I took a picture to show what the technical pieces looked like. In the electrarium, you should notice the LEDs lighting up similar to the rhythm of a heartbeat. You can notice the piezo element making random sounds for random durations, and you can move your hand in front of the sensor, and lastly, look at how the components react when something is placed close to the ultrasonic distance sensor and when the object is moved away. I'd like to thank everyone for listening, everyone in the MAGIC program, and especially my mentor, Neetu.